guys, we're spraying soybeans.
Yeah, putting fungicide on. Should be one of the last passes that we're going to actually spray ourselves this year of anything, unless we get leaf hoppers, but or have to spray the hay, but I don't think we will. But we might have to spray the soybeans again to kill them, which would be like the 4th pass. So, but it's hot out, and we're just spraying fungicide and ENC, which is like a foliar fertilizer on the crop. So I'll show you what we were doing here.
So we got our sprayer here in our truck, and mix the chemical here and pump it into the sprayer.
So what do you got?
200.
There's 200 in it. So that's 1,200 gallon tank, so that's a 6th. So I've got to put 1/6 less chemical in than I would with a full tank. So I got it, normally it's 15 gallons, so I got to put 12 and a half in. There you go. So on our new fertilizer tender, they got an air thing here where we can put air to this pump, and it'll push air up into the sprayer. Oh, so our hose is empty. A little full. Good thing it's only fungicide. Hey guys, we are on the last field spraying, possibly for the year. We're on our 3rd pass of spraying beans. First 2 were Roundup and some other stuff for water hemp and all that stuff. And now we're spraying fungicide and a foliar fertilizer. The fungicide is basically for white mold and rust, and it helps later in the season, especially as dry as it is, or when it's wet. I guess that white mold can be bad too, I don't know, but it's important that you do it. You get a lot better yields with it, and we feel it's worth it. And our agronomist, we have a private agronomist, Sean Verholst Ag and Seed, and does an excellent job. He's here every week, and it's well worth it. I would recommend a private agronomist, just because co-ops got good agronomists too. I'm not saying nothing about that, but they're spread pretty thin sometimes. They cover a lot of acres where they can't get around to all your acres every week. So, like Sean does, he only takes enough people that he can do that, and we feel it's really worth it, and we get a lot of benefit out of it. Oh, I'm up in the trees. Show it. Whoa, now I'm on the ground. Yeah.
120 foot wide, it's hard.
Yeah. So it's got automatic boom height in here, but it's been acting up a little bit today. I think it's the wind. It's a little windy, and it's the soybeans messing with it. So yeah, this is our last field, and then we might be done spraying for the year. So yeah, we're just in this is a 35 acre soybean field. We're actually trying to follow the rows here. You're looking at the front of the sprayer right now. We're gonna come up here to a corner, and you see how we square the corners off. You don't just go cruising around the corner like without stopping. You gotta stop. You go like right here, shut it off, and then you find your row, and you back up to where you quit spraying, and you're back there. Okay, we're good. So we're spraying 20 gallons per acre right now, and we have the auto boom height on. You can see on the right side it's a little higher than what I like it, but it seems like the soybeans are affecting it. I don't know why, or just seems like something ain't quite right with that auto boom height today. So the tracks that you see in the field, by tomorrow you might not even see those. A lot of them beans will stand back up. We're trying to go right down the planter path that we planted, and a lot of that trail that you see is kind of artificial. It's just a few leaves knocked down. A lot of those will stand right back up, like I said. So yeah. And now we're spraying the fungicide. Like right now we're coming up to a waterway. Used to be we'd have to shut off for Roundup on this waterway, But you don't have to worry about with the fungicide. It's not gonna kill anything. So yeah, it's just you don't have to be as precise about everything, about overspray or something like that, because there's nothing lethal and it's gonna kill. It's a fungicide. It's good for, I don't know if it's 60 days. No, I doubt if it's 60 days. That made it close. 60 days, and it keeps the diseases away. That's basically what we're after. That's why we're doing it.
Well, here's a good shot of the pulse.
Anything to add, Jared?
Yeah,
we'll talk about it. Pulse.
So the sprayer is set up with the AIM Command Flex. AIM Command Pro.
Yeah.
AIM Command Flex. So you can see that on the screen it's pulsing. The chemical is coming out, pulsation. And when we turn up here, if we turn to the left, boom on the right side it'll be going a lot faster, so it'll pulse faster. And then on the left side it won't be pulsing as fast. So that way it's getting the right gallons per acre down. So when we turn,
we are shut off.
Yep, we're already gone over this.
But we could show that.
Like if you're spraying around the corner, really, if you're turning, it's going to be putting out more on one side than the other. And it's every nozzle, it's not every section. So every nozzle is a little different. Unless you're going straight, then it's pretty much the same.
It's really dry out right now, so it's rough. But in here, it's not bad. It's really not. And so I took a guess on the GPS. You can see where I wasn't even close on the overlap here. We got a quarter of the boom sticking out that's not even spraying right now. But I set my point A, and I'm going to set point B. I'm following the rows. Just following this one row. Then I'm going to hit B when we get up here. And then that way we'll be consistently in one row. From now on, it'll be every 120 feet. So that's just something little bit complicated a little bit. Okay, so this sprayer, we're kind of looking for a self-propelled sprayer because we are spraying a lot of acres. And brand new, this thing would be a lot of money, like probably $600,000. And literally, we got it for a fraction of that. Like, it wasn't much over 100. It was 120, I guess, 115, 120 by the time we got it home. But this thing's gonna pay for itself. It's just so nice, and it's accurate, and
don't run down as much crop.
We don't run down near as much crop as spraying with a tractor, a pull type with a tractor, and then a trailer sprayer. So it'll pay for itself. But at $600,000 on a brand new machine, I don't think we can justify it. Could we make the payments? Probably. But do we want to do that? No. We don't need a $600,000 sprayer. But something like this, the sprayer's only got 3,000 hours on it. We got a really good deal in an online auction. A company had it, and they were selling a bunch of them the same day because they were getting new stuff. And
it's not very old.
No, it's a 2020.
So it's 6 years old.
Yeah, it's six years old. Right.
Probably only 5 seasons.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's really happy we got it. So farming, spend a lot of money. You take in quite a bit of money, and you spend just as much. So it's just stuff that you kind of need. I mean, you don't have to have this, but
you just need someone to do it anyway.
Yeah. If we didn't have a sprayer, we'd be paying somebody else to do it, which would cost us a lot more in the long run. Like, spraying is one of those things that it's got huge paybacks doing it yourself. Huge. So that's why we do it. Otherwise, hire it done. But yeah, it's actually, I really like doing it now with this. Especially with this sprayer. We got like 850 acres of corn for 900, 350 of beans, and all that stuff has been sprayed The beans all 3 times, and maybe a 4th if we have to kill them before we combine. So, and the corn has been sprayed 2 times.
And nitrogen in the corn.
3 times in the corn because we put nitrogen on. Yes, this sprayer's been over the cornfields 3 times. So that's 2,700, 2,800 just on corn, and another 3 times. It's like close to 4,000 acres, which I know a lot of people do a lot more acres than that with a full type, but we got other stuff. We got to do stuff in the barn. We got cows to take care of. Can't be in the field all day, every day. So we need things that make it efficient and do a better job and more efficiently. And I don't mind paying for things like that if you know it's going to pay for itself. So, but like I said again, I wouldn't buy a brand new one. We're just not that type of farm. We buy either used or slightly used normally. There's a few things, equipment and stuff, like our boxes, what else? Our manure spreaders. Manure spreaders, buy them new on if they have moving parts. A tanker ain't so bad to buy used, but I wouldn't buy a used manure spreader with a chain or augers in it. Buy them new. Or we like to buy them new. Because after the manure goes through them, they rust and they wear out. Everything else.
Who knows what someone else did with it.
Yeah. So, anyhow. So 20 gallons. We're going, right now, we are going 11 miles an hour, and we're putting on 20 gallons to the acre. That's a lot of product going out. Normally, like when you're spraying Roundup and stuff, it's usually 10 to 15 gallons, not 20. 20 is for like fungicide. When you want really good coverage.
It's not 20 gallons of chemical, right?
No, it's not 20 gallons of chemical. It's very little chemical. 20 gallons of water of total product, and most of that is water. The Viatude that we're putting on is I got it wrote down. I look at it every time I mix.
A few ounces.
It's a few ounces. It ain't much. Why can't I think of that? I know it comes out for. I got the recipe wrote down, and when our tank's empty, which it normally is because we've been tendering, it's 5.6 gallons is what we need on 1,200 gallons of water. Why can't I think of how many ounces it is? Yeah. So. This is the, like I said, this is the map. This is our automatic booms saying it's on. The center's not automatic, but the outside two are. Actually, the center is, but it doesn't adjust constantly like the outsides. This is showing they're on also. Pumps on. Collar for 20 gallons of the acre. And the green in the bottom is saying we're hitting 20 gallons. GPS is on. This field so far we got 27.5. It's a 35 acre field. So
So now we're folding up here. Just pushes a button and it does the whole thing for me. here it is. Comes down and hooks in. We're good. So we're done spraying beans, and now we're heading back to the driveway, cruising to the field all folded up. Yep, that's gonna be it for the video, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, well, we'll catch you in the next one.